Good evening and welcome to Estuary TV News. I'm Hugh Riches. A little later I'll be talking to Elaine Norton about iFest, Immingham's imminent music festival, and we ring a few bells at Grimsby Minster. But first, the news headlines with Richard Morris.
Hello, in the headlines today, a Grimsby Mutual is celebrating and adult learners in Grimsby are pleased with their achievements. Hull's Health and Wellbeing Board have approved a reduction in cost of school meals for primary school children to 50p. Previously, school meals cost £1, and it is hoped that the new pricing will help reduce childhood obesity in the city. The cost to the taxpayer will be £577,000, which the City Council is finding from a £2 million underspend in its budget. The motion was voted for unanimously, and the board is now discussing with head teachers how the new pricing can be brought in as soon as September. A Grimsby company is celebrating being part of a unique group. Care Plus Group is what's called a mutual. A public service mutual is a company that's controlled by their employees. The Care Plus Group specialises in healthcare. They are part of 100 mutuals nationwide, with 12 in Yorkshire and Humber, including one based in Hull that covers Hull and the East Riding. Mutuals now deliver 14 different public services nationwide, totalling over £2 billion a year. Jane Miller of Care Plus Group described how the services are more streamlined in a mutual than a public organisation.
Being in a mutual means to me the involvement of staff. We deliver NHS services and social services, but in a much less bureaucratic way than NHS organisations do or the council does. So it means we can do things that much more cheaply and actually put money back in frontline services. I think certainly, as I said, we save money, we do it more cheaply, but because I think we can get closer to the people that we work with out in local communities in North East Links, then we're much more in touch with what their needs are and the kind of services that they're wanting from us.
Preparations are underway in Hull for this year's Freedom Festival, which will take place in the beginning of September. The festival looks to be a little different this year, with a new platform called the Bridge Stage. It will host the city's best up-and-coming bands. Acts already lined up to appear on the stage are Life, End of Level Baddie, Bud Sugar and Mother. The Bridge Stage will be situated in Wellington Street in the Old Fruit Market area. The festival will run between September the 5th and 7th. Grimsby Hospital celebrated 10 years of its family services being at the purpose-built department within the hospital grounds yesterday. During the day, women who gave birth during July 2004 were invited back to a small party along with maternity staff who have since left the department or retired. Lynn Jefferson explained more.
We encourage our dads to stay once the mums have delivered, and we need some more mattresses for the dads to sleep on. So any money that we raise today will go towards that. I think we always gave really good care, but I think because it's more personalised, it's individualised, and the women are in their own room, it's en suite, the partners can stay, and they get that great continuity of care from the same little team of midwives. They're not getting moved from department to department. So as a midwife, I feel I get more job satisfaction, and the women see the same staff throughout their stay, which is absolutely fantastic.
Sure Start centres in Grimsby have been celebrating parents and carers who have passed their qualifications at levels 1 and 2. The qualifications are granted to help people get back into work, and some of the learners have already been offered employment since the course is completed. It also allows their children to be looked after in a safe environment as they learn.
It's really important that we bring together the parents that have took the time out to learn, raise their aspirations and gain qualifications at the same time as while they're bringing up small children. So children's centres are aimed to support that happening, enabling people to prepare for work or even just refresh the skills.
Even if it just gets you out of the house for an hour a week, it's, you know, a bit of mummy time rather than just spending all your time with kids.
Not only like have you made friends with other mums and dads, but you've made friends with the staff at the children's centre as well.
Yeah, I'm carrying on with my teaching for special educational needs. And I'm thinking about, because they've been such a tremendous help and inspiration to me, I'd like to give a bit back and help volunteer and help someone similar been in position.
Down to volunteer as well.
That's all for now. Goodbye.
Grimsby Minster needs more young bell ringers. The church's peals fill the town with music, but it needs new recruits to ring the changes. Dan Kemp asks for whom the bell tolls.
Local youngsters are being encouraged to give bell ringing a go. While often seen as an activity for older generations, younger people are starting to try it, and more are needed. Grimsby Minster holds weekly Friday practice sessions to have a go.
I think it is good to get young people involved in this kind of activity. It's very sociable. You make a lot of friends, and like I say, younger people are easy to teach. Some people are slightly put off by it because when people think of bell ringing, they think of a lot of old men about like 70, 80 years old doing it. But you find that more young people are doing it now, and that's got hood.
Max is one of the youngsters that has already joined up with the Grimsby Bell Ringers and has given campanology a ringing endorsement.
It's a really good hobby to do and enjoy.
And it's very easy to get struck by the bell ringing bug.
I kept looking up videos on YouTube, and my mum got in contact with Lorraine, and then that's when I came out to my first practice at Waltham. It's an enjoyable hobby to do, and one that you can do for mainly the rest of your life, really.
There was even time to let a real novice have a go. Dan Kemp, Estuary TV News.
iFest, Immingham's community music festival, will be on Saturday the 2nd of August. Elaine Norton, chair of One Voice, is here to tell us more. Elaine, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
First of all, what is One Voice?
One Voice is a community forum that's there to work in partnership with the community to make a difference in the town.
And how's it involved in this in the iFest festival?
The iFestival came about after the Immingham 100 celebrations. The town really enjoyed what we put on that year, and they wanted us to turn it into an annual event. So thankfully we was able to gain sponsorship from ABP, and we work with Blossom Way now to ensure that that comes on an annual basis. One Voice plan part of the entertainment side of things, and then the Blossom Way tend to do all the formal bits of it as they're responsible for the premises.
And iFest, so the 100th anniversary of the Docks celebrations, was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, the Immingham 100 celebrations was 2 years ago, like you said, and we turned that celebration into iFest, so it became iFest basically.
So this will be the third one?
Yes, it will.
Has it thrived? Has it got bigger over the years?
Yeah, the first year we had a phenomenal amount of people attend, and then last year we was really shocked to see that we had 4,500 people attend, and we're hoping for even more this year.
What can we expect? It's all a music-based festival, of course, and it's all local musicians. What can we expect to see there? What can we expect to hear?
We've got a range of really fantastic musicians. There seems to be a lot of musical talent in Immingham, and we've got a number of different bands: Dangerous Brothers, Musos, Nomads, Rock. Oh, there's so many of them to mention. Joel Smith's doing an acoustic set, and the Projects as well. So these bands are going to be putting on a live performance for us. We're opening the event with Coombrig's dance team, who have recently achieved quite good standards in the Rock Challenge. So they're going to be performing that show to the community.
Quite good standards, they're wonderful.
Yeah, they did brilliant in that, they're really good.
And you've got some local talent that's producing its own songs as well as original music.
That's right. One of the bands, they're called Supernormals, they actually produce their own original music. So we decided to sort of step out of the box and have something a little bit different in the set this year, because we've never done anything originals before.
And all the performers, all the bands, all the soloists are from the Immingham area?
Yep, every single band has got at least one member of them that is from the Immingham area, or they're full of Immingham young people. The majority of them are Immingham. It's about celebrating what we've got on offer in Immingham and the talent that we have there. We've also got fairground rides, we've got local charities which are holding stalls. If charities are interested in having a stall, that is free of charge for them. And then we've also got craft stalls as well. So local people who want to sell their craft items and promote their business really in the community, we have stalls available at a £5 charge for those types of people as well. So if people are interested in booking a stall, they can email chair@onevoicecommunity.com. And basically we've got to make sure there's something for the kids there. So as well as all the fun of the fair, we've got Earthbound Misfits. They will be doing circus workshops, and we'll be having the stilt walkers. We've got a range of different characters for the children to have some fun with. Spider-Man, Peppa Pig. There's absolutely loads of characters going to be coming along and doing the walkabouts and having photos with the kiddies. Soft play areas, and then we've got the all famous 100% entertainment. The kids absolutely love them. Face painting as well. So there's absolutely all sorts of people to do.
Food and drink?
Yes, food and drink. We have beer tent, all the refreshments are provided by the Blossom Way, and then along with the fairground rides there'll be jacket potato stalls, your burger vans, your chip vans. I think we've got candy floss and popcorn as well, so guaranteed to have a fun afternoon.
Everything you'd expect at a big music festival.
Yeah, that's right.
Only slightly miniaturised.
Yeah, so but it's also got the family aspect of it in. It's a music festival, but it's with the fun of the family as well. We really want it to be a great community event where all ages can come together and just have a really nice time.
You've mentioned all these local musicians who are coming on, and you suggested that they were on the whole they were young. Why is Immingham such a rich source of musical talent?
Well, I have my own personal opinion on that. I think because, Immingham hasn't got a massive amount of things for people to do. I think, music talent is just something that people tend to pay an interest in because it's a really good positive way to channel your energy. And there's opportunities for young people as well to be able to explore their musical interest at a young age.
Well, if your theory is true, then maybe everywhere else should have less to do all the time so that people could concentrate on doing something a bit more creative and a bit more artistic and beautiful. But,
no, I would say Immingham people are just very creative at thinking of how to use their time, definitely. But we do always need more to do.
Okay, we better just get the housekeeping details of it. It's on the 2nd of August, Saturday. Where is it?
It's at the Blossom Way Sports and Social Club in Immingham. It is located just off Pelham Road, and the postcode is DM40 1PH for those of them that aren't familiar where the Blossom Way is.
Is there an entrance charge?
There is an entrance charge of £1. Under threes, their entry is completely free. And all money that is raised through the craft stores and the entry fee will be put towards making it bigger and better next year because, although we've got the generous sponsorship, we want to improve on this and we don't want to take advantage of those people who financially support us. We feel we should be sustaining the actual event ourselves as well.
A possibility that it might even turn a profit.
Well, if it does, that'll just be invested straight back into the community because that's what One Voice is all about.
And you mentioned an internet address, but there's a Facebook contact as well?
Yeah, we have got a Facebook page. It's an ongoing Facebook page which is continual from the first year when we set it up, which is called iFestival. And then what we do is we set up an event from that page. So all information about everything is on Facebook on there. So if you just type in iFestival, people will be able to find that.
It's an enormous logistical piece of organisation. How many people have been involved in? How many people and how many organisations have been involved in putting this on?
Just the two organisations, along with the gentleman who provides all the fairground rides and everything for us, which is One Voice and Blossom Way. We do gain support from the town council in them helping us to have like litter picking equipment and things like that we need to deal with the logistics of the event. And you've probably got about 6 people who are consistently working on it. We've been planning and working towards the event since January. And you have a couple of extra people who will help out on the day.
It'll be an exhausting day for you as the main organiser, but what are you looking forward to most?
I'm just looking forward to seeing the community come together. It's just fantastic to see everybody having a really great time and being able to enjoy themselves.
That's a very objective, fair-minded answer, Elaine. Thank you very much for coming in and telling us about that. That's all we have time for tonight. If you have a story for us, please email news@estuary.tv or contact us via our Twitter or Facebook pages, or pick up the phone and call 01472 315561. Until tomorrow, goodbye.